There's an infinite number of ways each person hears a song. The beauty of the listening experience, much like other forms of art, is the fact that it's highly subjective. Not only does each individual hear songs differently, but interestingly, even the same individual can hear a song multiple different ways, depending on the listening audio equipment that they use as the medium, the space you're standing in, acoustics of a room, current mental state, even different ages of life. All of these listening experiences formulate their own unique fingerprint that eventually forms an identity for a work of music. Not only that, but we can choose what part of a song to focus on: the lyrics, the instrumentation, textures of the sounds, delivery, catchiness, emotional impact, the energy it might carry as a whole. This is exactly what happens when I hear music. So many different elements in different planes, all being registered at the same time. Music quite literally hypnotizes me, and when I personally listen to music, it's when I truly feel the most connected to the universe. I can feel the sensations in a sort of flow state, which allows me to travel beyond the confines of my physical body. I melt into something I can only describe as spiritual, and tap into a state of feeling rather than hearing. Now, of course, on the surface, I can hear a piece of music and quickly tell you if I like the song or not. But listening can go so much deeper than that. That ability and the joy that I get describing that experience and journey has now culminated into me making this YouTube channel. Now, before I start uploading videos of me doing deep listening sessions for music I enjoy, I wanted to make this intro, or a first upload, I guess, because the explanation of why is exactly my fire and fuel to upload these videos in the first place. So my hope is that maybe I can find some people who hear sounds like I do. And if not, I hope I can inspire you to listen even 1% deeper to the music. Even the thought of building a community of intentful listeners who enjoy discussing their listening experience brings me infinite joy. So when it comes to me specifically, and why I want to do this channel, I have a relationship with sound in general, not just music. Since I was little, every sound I heard would have its own three-dimensional space in my mind, sometimes in shapes that I couldn't even draw, because the complexity defies regular rules for shapes. They sometimes fold in on themselves and are too abstract for me to describe as something recognizable. I also feel textures. Certain sounds carry weight. I can also rarely see and associate colors with certain sounds, even complete or created movie scenes designed in my mind. It's why I took an interest into audio engineering. I do have an audio engineering degree, as well as deeply enjoy film sound, Foley art, and sound design. Now, for those of you who don't know what a sound designer is or a Foley artist, every single sound inside of a movie, aside from what's recorded on set, is done in some type of outdoor or studio setting by a sound designer and a Foley artist. So they create soundscapes, they make sound effects, they create custom sounds for things in a film that don't exist in real life. Think about things like lightsabers or the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, or something as simple as, there's a carousel in the background of a movie, and you wouldn't normally think of this, but each light bulb might have its own little buzzing sound that's also rotating with the carousel. So, the way that the sound is sounding to you changes as it moves around the carousel. And those different textures, distances, and associations in space is something that, for some reason with me, just resonates deeply, in my mind and how I feel and how I'm made up. So all of that translates into my music listening experience. Hopefully in my future videos, I can help bring that experience to life for you guys. I'll be focusing on sonics more than lyrical ability or, how catchy a song is. But when something like that deserves my attention, I will comment on it. So if you guys have any suggestions for songs I should check out, comment on my videos. I'll give them a listen. Does not matter if there are words or not. I do not care how old the song is, what part of the world it comes from. Music is a universal language. And, I believe that listening experience is something that could bring people from different cultures and things like that together through understanding and analyzing how we hear sounds. But yeah, that's the idea. So there's no pressure. I'm just going to do one takes on every video, go with the flow. For those of you who have watched all the way through, thank you. And I hope you enjoy these videos even half as much as I enjoy listening to the music and giving my analysis. Keep it groovy, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And I guess I got to get used to saying this too, but like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.